On the north shore of the state of Yucatan in Mexico, there exists a busy little beach town with, according to many, only one true claim to fame. That claim is the largest pier in the entire world. At 6.5 kilometers or 4 miles long, it shoots out into the ocean and allows for Progreso to be both a shipping hub as well as a hub for cruise ships. Yes, this small city of around 40,000 people welcomed as many as 472,000 passengers on over 146 cruise ship visits in 2019, not to mention the thousands of visitors that come via land and air every year as well. In fact, in 2019, the state of Yucatan had a record 3.2 million visitors throughout the entire state. Side note, I used 2019 for pre-COVID numbers, which I'm sure you can understand. So all that being said, is Progreso only about its very long pier? Sorry. No, it's an amazing beach town with plenty to offer, not just tourists, but residents and expats and future expats. So much so that some of its nearby towns, including Chelem, Chicxulub, Jaberna, and several others along the coast, have become popular because of this one central town. Today we explore what makes Progreso such a magnet for tourism, expatriatism, and coming soon, development, commercialism, etc. New word, maybe gentrification. We'll see. Let's roll the intro. So before we get started, I just wanted to say my name is Alexander Howell. This channel talks about Merida, Mexico, the state of Yucatan, and travel and real estate in general. So if you're into something like that, please feel free to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit that little bell down there. That's going to let you know anytime that one of these videos goes live, or I go live doing live streaming. You can hop in and talk to me and ask me any questions that you possibly want. You can also follow me at social media at Alexander from KC. That's pretty much every social platform, Twitter, Twitch, and especially Instagram, where you can kind of catch up on the pictures of the progress of the house that we're building that I'm pretty excited about. On top of that, you can also visit alexanderhowell.com. If you hit the contact us button, all that does is send an email directly to me if you have any long form questions. If you have short form questions, hit me up at 816-727-7740. Again, 816-727-7740. And that sends me a direct text message on my phone. And if you've got a short question and want to say, hey, what's up? That's how you can reach me. Let's go back to the video. So the town of Progreso was founded in 1872 by Don Juan Miguel Castro to create a seaport that was closer to the large colonial city of Merida than the pier in Sisal, which is also in the state of Yucatan. 3 piers were originally built. The main reason for these piers was the chief export of henequen, a product which allowed for Merida for a time to become home to the most millionaires per capita in the entire world. Eventually, the 3 piers became one, and that one, a single pier that was about 2,100 meters long and built in 1937, was extended to add an additional 4.5 kilometers to its current incredible length. But that's not the only story of Progreso. Today, you can see the beautiful Malecon, home to an entire district of amazing restaurants, shops, all looking onto one of the largest, most beautiful beaches in the entirety of the Yucatan Peninsula. My family and I have walked the Malecon many times, and every time we seem to find some new restaurant, a shop, or ice cream stand that gets us through the, at times, almost searing temperatures of northern Yucatan. That being said, our 2 favorite restaurants are pretty easy to spot. Now, the first is Crabster. Now, Crabster has another location in Merida that we've visited several times along Calle 60, but the location in Progreso is absolute perfection. I personally prefer to get a seat inside, which 9 times out of 10 will still be open to the Malecon via large doors or windows. It's open, sea breezes, you know. There's an amazing sea breeze that will cool you off quickly and a staff that almost outnumbers the guests. Each time we've gone, the staff have been attentive, kind, and above all, patient. I cannot put into words how important that is, but when you have kids, especially worn out and crazy kids, as well as a few gringos who can speak un poquito español, patience is very much appreciated. That's just the environment though. Their food, drinks, and overall atmosphere make this a must stop for anyone journeying along the Malecon. The other stop is La Antigua. Now, I've mentioned this place on a few videos, like and subscribe, but La Antigua is at the far eastern side of the Malecon. It's about a block off of the beach. Quick side note, just a block away to the north on the beach is a multicolored Progreso sign, that one, that makes for a great opportunity for pictures and isn't normally as crowded as the one by the big pier. La Antigua, though, has a beautiful covered patio as well as inside dining. Their food is excellent. I have to admit this, but every time we would go there, I would order the exact same thing, and that was, yes, the club sandwich. Look, I know what you're thinking, but Alex, you're in Mexico. But trust me, it's amazing. Order whatever you want though, because I didn't hear a single negative thought about any of the food from any of our guests. The best thing about this place is that their staff can be described with one word, and that word is kind. My wife and I had several days where it was just us and a 4 and a 2-year-old, and the staff was patient, accommodating, and we tipped very well. If any of the staff there happens to be watching this, sorry for that one particular day. You know what I'm talking about. Ugh. I do also have to mention Eladios, which is right by the pier and has several locations in Yucatan, including one that's a block away from the house that we're building. So go there, order a drink, and be amazed at the sheer amount of appetizers you receive. Some ones you like, some ones you don't, but with your drink, it's included. Those drinks are great, by the way, and the food is satisfying, but it's definitely an amazing place if you just want a cocktail and some snacks. The real highlight of the beach is, of course, the Malecón, a very busy one-way street along the beach with plenty of area to walk and stop into whatever shop or restaurant that strikes your fancy. The street is always kept beautiful and offers amazing views of the Gulf and the pier. We've spent hours just walking around, grabbing drinks in one of the restaurants, beachside palapas, or buying trinkets to bring back home for family and friends. When it comes to the city overall, it feels like a beach town in Mexico. Some streets are completely renovated and some have a few buildings in need of a little love. By the way, if you'd like a video where I talk about where to go to pick up your necessities, I'll put it right here. That video is all about where to stop for supplies in Progreso, which becomes very important the further away you find yourself. We were 15 minutes away, which doesn't sound long, but it feels like it. 15 minutes away from town, in the middle of nowhere, our first time down. And while the place was amazing, I wish I would have had that guidance. One more thing to consider if you're ever visiting Progreso is to go and see the flamingos located in the towns nearby, especially if you find yourself there from November to March. The most prominent location to see a colony or flamboyance of flamingos is the Reserva de la Biosfera Ria Salastun, but you can also see them in Guaymatoon, and in the last 5 years, they've even been spotted in the mangroves near Progreso itself. The fact is that the true hub of life on the beaches of Yucatan is this wonderful port city, home to the largest port on planet Earth, or I should say pier on planet Earth. Pier. We're gonna go pier. Port city, largest pier on planet Earth. But its people, culture, food, and scenery are something everyone should try to see. Whether it's a day trip off of your cruise ship or a weeks-long retreat with your favorite people, hey, maybe even as an expat one day. Progreso is where you go first for your groceries as you settle into your Airbnb, where you come back to for all the Malecón has to offer, and remember, for all time. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I would very much appreciate it if you hit the like button, and if you enjoy the content of this channel, it would mean a lot to me if you'd hit the subscribe button as well. For everyone that has already, thank you very much. Also, that little notification bell lets you know anytime I go live or one of these videos posts. And I'm always in the chat section, so feel free to join me there. I'd also like to thank my patrons as well as the members of this channel. You truly make it better and better. If you'd like to be a patron or a member, the information on how to sign up is in the description down below. And again, I cannot thank you guys enough. It's allowing me to do so many more things. So for those of you who don't know, that sword there is Longclaw from Game of Thrones, the sword that Jon Snow held. And I asked if you guys wanted to see that or some of the first edition books that I have because I'm a huge Game of Thrones nerd, and you guys voted for that. Actually, most of you voted for you're a nerd and just make videos, but I love you all, and I don't blame you for your opinion. But there it is. I told you, I promised. There it is. But this setup is here, but everything I've got going on here, that's thanks to all my patrons and members, so thank you all so much for doing that. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled broadcast. And again, also, if you are on social media and would like to follow me, say, to see how that Mexico house is progressing, my links to Instagram, Twitter, and the like are in the description down below, as well as a link to our Facebook group that is nearing 200 members. Thank you guys, and has been growing into exactly what I was hoping for. Questions and answers, not cattiness and Karens. Also, sorry to all of the awesome Karens out there. My bad. But that's it for this video, everyone. But as always, peace.